The new passage sloped downward, warm and fragrant with an unfamiliar sweetness. Rhys wiped a film of moisture from his brow, the air thick enough to taste. A lullaby resonated deeper here, a palpable vibration that hummed in his bones. He followed it, his hand trailing along the slick, moss-covered walls. Ahead, the passage opened into a small circular chamber. A single tarnished lantern hung from the center of the ceiling, casting a sickly yellow light across the room. The floor was smooth and polished, etched with a complex geometric pattern, a swirling mandala of interlocking triangles and hexagons, pulsing faintly with the same violet light that had emanated from the obsidian pool earlier. Rhys paused, his senses reeling. The air felt expectant. Vogel's presence, usually a crushing weight in his mind, was moody, almost distant. It was as if the mountain itself was holding its breath. "This isn't natural," he murmured, his voice echoing strangely in the confined space. He knelt, tracing the geometric pattern with his fingers. It wasn't merely decoration. It felt like a map, a key, a promise of something vast and hidden. Suddenly, a voice resonated within his mind, not Vogel's venomous taunts, but something older, deeper, laced with an overwhelming sense of sorrow. The path unfolds where the patterns converge. Seek the weaver's loom. But be warned, child. The threads are fragile. One false step, and the tapestry unravels. Rhys recoiled, scrambling back against the wall. "Who is there? Show yourself." The voice didn't respond, but the geometric pattern on the floor seemed to shimmer, the violet light intensifying. He felt a turn, a subtle pressure guiding him forward, pulling him towards the center of the mandala. He hesitated, his mind battling with a flood of conflicting emotions, fear, hope, desperation. Vogel's silence was unnerving. Was this a trap? A cruel diversion? But the lullaby, the ancient sorrow woven into its melody, resonated with a deeper truth. It wasn't about strength or power. It was about connection, about empathy, about understanding the pain that drove Vogel's actions. He pushed himself to his feet, steeling his resolve. The weaver's loom, what does that mean? He focused on the lullaby, letting it guide him, trusting in the fragile thread of hope that pulsed within him. As he stepped into the center of the mandala, the violet light flared, blinding him for a moment. When his vision cleared, the walls of the chamber had vanished. He stood on a precipice overlooking a vast, breathtaking panorama. Below him lay a valley bathed in perpetual twilight, dotted with ancient, vine-choked ruins. Towering above the ruins, like the skeletal remains of a fallen god, stood a colossal structure, a loom crafted from obsidian and starlight, its intricate workings humming with unimaginable power. The weaver's loom, he breathed, his voice filled with awe, but as he gazed upon the spectacle, a chilling realization dawned. The valley below wasn't empty. Shadowy figures moved among the ruins, their forms indistinct, their intentions unknown. And somewhere amidst the ruins, he sensed Vogel's presence stronger than ever before. A familiar voice echoed in his mind, laced with a mixture of amusement and malice. "Enjoy the view, little hero. But be warned, the weaver doesn't create without purpose, and my purpose is far from benevolent." Rhys clenched his fists, bracing himself for the confrontation to come. He was closer than ever to understanding Vogel, to healing the wounds that drove him, to saving Amelia, but he also knew that the path ahead was fraught with peril, a treacherous labyrinth of ancient magic and deadly secrets. The lullaby intensified, a guiding light in the encroaching darkness. It was time to face the weaver, and confront the truth about himself.